Good morning, students. It gives me great pleasure to talk to you students through video presentations like this as usual. This video presentation, you can call it as differentiation, the next part, maybe part 3 I believe. And here I'll just give you the list of formulae which are needed to apply in various problems further, and I'll do some problems related to those formulae which I'm going to give you now. Okay, we derived various formulae, derivative sin x is cos x, derivative cos x is minus sin x, etc. in the previous video. In the previous videos, in fact, I have done 2 or 3 videos already for differentiation. Okay, therefore, let me just list out serial number y is equal to f of x. This is dy by dx. Let me list out. Here it is when it is a constant, derivative is 0. Then it is a constant, derivative is 0. Then it is, let us say, sin x, derivative cos x. Then it is cos x, derivative is minus sin x. Okay. Then it is tan x, derivative becomes secant square x. Then it is cosecant x, this is minus cosecant x cot x. Okay, sixth one, when it is secant x, it is secant x tan x. Then it is cot x, the derivative becomes minus cosecant square x. Okay, then it is x power n, this is n x power n minus 1. Then next one you have e power x, it is e power x. Then a power x, a greater than 0, it is a power x into log a to the base e. Then next one you have log x to the base e, answer is 1 by x. Then you have, let us say, sin inverse x, we have already seen 1 by root of 1 minus x square. I think the previous video I have done. Then for cos inverse x, it is minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Then for tan inverse x, it is 1 by 1 plus x square. Then for cot inverse x, it is minus 1 by 1 plus x square. Then for secant inverse x, it is 1 by x into root of x square minus 1. Then for cosecant inverse x, it is minus 1 by x into root of x square minus 1. Then next one, u plus or minus v, this is u dash plus or minus v dash. Then for uv, it is uv dash plus vu dash, this is product rule. Then for u by v, vu dash minus uv dash by v square. Then the next one, u of v of x, let us say, this is u dash of v of x into v dash of x. Let me repeat the whole process. Derivative constancy is 0. Derivative sin x is cos x. Cos x is minus sin x. For tan x it is secant square x. For cosecant x is minus cosecant x cot x. For secant x is secant x tan x. For cot x it is minus cosecant square x. For x power n it is n x power n minus 1. For e power x, derivative e power x. For a power x is a power x log a to the base e, a is greater than 0 because log is defined only for positive quantities. Log x derivative is 1 by x to the base e anyway. Sin inverse x derivative is 1 by root of 1 minus x square. For cos inverse x it is minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Then of course for secant inverse x, 1 by x root of x square minus 1. For cosecant inverse x, it is minus 1 by x root of x square minus 1. U plus or minus v, that is u of x plus or minus v of x, that is u dash plus v dash plus or minus v dash. uv, then this is called product rule. uv dash plus vu dash, first function into derivative second, the second function derivative first. Then u of x by v of x, vu dash minus uv dash by v square, denominator in derivative numerator minus numerator in derivative denominator, whole divided by square of denominator. Then u of v of x, that is u dash of vx into v dash of x. This is also written as du by dv into dv by dx. du by dv into dv by dx. I think this is clear to you. Now I'll move on to some problems. Okay, I'll move on to different problems. Okay, application of these things we'll see. Okay, let us say if y is equal to sine square 7x plus 5, find dy by dx. Now answer goes like this: sine square 7x plus 5 dy by dx happens to be, for sine square it is 2 sine 7x plus 5, for sine it is cos 7x plus 5, then for derivative 7x plus 5 it is 7. Therefore this becomes 14 sine 7x plus 5 into cos 7x plus 5, or I can very well write 7 sine 14x plus 10. 2 sine a cos a is sine 2a, that is also correct. For it is the application of chain rule. For sine square it is 2 sine of this much. For sine of this much it is cos 7x plus 5. For 7x plus 5 it is 7. For either it is 14 sine 7x plus 5 cos 7x plus 5, or it can be 7 sine 14x plus 10. These two can be grouped, these three can be grouped, and I can write it as sine 2a. Become sine 14x plus 10. Sine 14x plus 10. I think it's clear. Okay. It is application of chain rule. It's just application of chain rule. Okay. Then let us say y is equal to tan x divided by x square plus 1. Find dy by dx. Okay, just listen. Answer: y is equal to tan x divided by x square plus 1. Therefore, dy by dx happens to be x square plus 1 into d by dx of tan x minus tan x into d by dx of x square plus 1 whole divided by x square plus 1 the whole square. Therefore, this will become x square plus 1 into secant square x minus 2x into tan x. I am writing this 2x at the beginning. Therefore, x square plus 1 the whole square. Let me just repeat. Tan x by x square plus 1 is the question given to you. Denominator into derivative numerator minus numerator and derivative denominator by square of denominator. Therefore, x square plus 1 into this is derivative becomes secant square x minus here the derivative 2x. I am writing it at the beginning. 2x tan x divided by x square plus 1 the whole square. That is square of the denominator. That is just square of the denominator. Okay, just listen carefully. I have done one on division rule. I have done one problem on, what is it called exactly? One on chain rule. Now let me think about product rule. Sine square 2x into cos 3x, find dy by dx when this is given to you. Okay, just let us see what happens. Okay, answer: y is equal to sine square 2x into cos 3x. Okay, just listen carefully. We'll just see. dy by dx equal to sine square 2x into, here it is minus sine 3x into 3 plus cos 3x into 2 sine 2x into cos 2x into 2. I repeat, sine square 2x is kept as it is, sine square 2x this is, and here it is, for cos it is minus sine 3x into 3 plus cos 3x into, for sine square it is 2 sine 2x, for sine 2x derivative cos 2x into 2. Therefore, let me write the positive quantity at the beginning. Therefore, this becomes 4 cos 3x cos 2x sine 2x minus 3 sine square 2x into sine 3x. Let me check once again. If y is equal to sine square 2x into cos 3x, dy by dx is sine square 2x into derivative cos is minus sine 3x into 3 plus cos 3x into, for sine square it is 2 sine 2x, for sine it is cos 2x into 2. Now for I am writing the positive quantity at the beginning. Now for 4 cos 3x cos 2x sine 2x minus 3 sine square 2x into sine 3x is the final answer. This is anyway 3, This is anyway 3. Okay, is it clear? It's application of product rule. We have seen one problem on product rule, one on division rule, one on chain rule. You have seen each possibility. Okay, let me just take another example. Okay, if y is equal to tan inverse 3x minus x cube divided by 1 minus 3x square. You are given the condition minus 1 by root 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 by root 3. Find dy by dx. Actually, you might have seen such cases earlier. You might have seen already in inverse trigonometric functions how to get the simplest form. Everybody knows how to get the simplest form. You know very well 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta by 1 minus 3 tan square theta is nothing but tan 3 theta. Therefore, I just put x is equal to tan theta. Let this b is equal to 1. Therefore, y becomes tan inverse of 3x minus x cube by 1 minus 3x square is equal to tan inverse of 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. Therefore, this is anyway gets reduced to, this is the formula of tan 3 theta. Therefore, this is reduced to 3 theta. This is 3 tan inverse x. This is from 1. Or otherwise, you can even write this as theta is equal to tan inverse x and call it as 1. Therefore, dy by dx now happens to be 3 divided by 1 plus x square. Let me repeat. Put x equal to tan theta. Theta is tan inverse x. Name it as 1. Y is equal to tan inverse 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta by 1 minus 3 tan square. This is the formula of tan 3 theta. Using this condition, I will be able to prove that 3 theta lies in the principal value branch. Therefore, this will get reduced to 3 theta. Therefore, this is 3 tan inverse x. Therefore, this gets reduced. Derivative becomes 3 by 1 plus x square. Derivative becomes 3 by 1 plus x square. Okay, I think it's clear to you. I think it is clear to you. Okay, you are able to follow, I think. I'll just take one more example. Okay, y is equal to sine inverse 2x into root of 1 minus x square. Okay, is given as minus 1 by root 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 by root 2. This is the condition given to you. Okay, here put, I'm talking about the answer now. X is equal to sine theta. Theta is sine inverse x. Okay, y is equal to sine inverse 2x root of 1 minus x square. This is sine inverse 2 sine theta root of 1 minus sine square theta. This is sine inverse 2 sine theta cos theta. This is reduced to sine inverse sine 2 theta. You can even prove 2 theta lies in the principal value branch. If you want, I will explain orally. Minus 1 by root 2 is this much. Therefore, your sine theta is lying between minus 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2. Take sine inverse throughout. And for minus pi by 4 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi by 4. Sine pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Sine minus pi by 4 is minus 1 by root 2. Multiply 2 throughout. Therefore, what do I get? Minus pi by 2 less than 2 theta less than or equal to pi by 2. Therefore, this lies in the principal value branch. This is equal to 2 sine inverse x. This is from 1. Therefore, dy by dx happens to be 2 by root of 1 minus x square. Okay, let me repeat. I put x equal to sine theta. Theta is sine inverse x. Therefore, this becomes 2 sine theta cos theta, sine 2 theta. I told you orally, minus 1 by root 2 less than or equal to this much means minus 1 by root 2 less than or equal to sine theta less than or equal to 1 by root 2. For minus pi by 4 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi by 4. Multiply throughout by 2. Minus pi by 2 less than or equal to 2 theta less than or equal to pi by 2. Therefore, 2 theta lies in the principal value branch. 2 theta lies in the principal value branch. Therefore, this gets reduced to 2 theta. 2 theta is nothing but 2 sine inverse x from 1. Therefore, dy by dx happens to be 2 by root of 1 minus x square. Therefore, I have taken two problems on inverse application of inverse. Okay, how to get the simplest form and get the derivative I did one problem on chain rule, one on product rule, one on division rule. Now due to time constraints, let me stop here. I'll continue with a different video further. Thank you students for patient watching. In the above recording, the problem on tan inverse, the condition is given as minus 1 by root 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 by root 3. It is a mistake, I'm sorry. It has to be taken as minus 1 by root 3 less than x less than 1 by root 3. Make the correction and then learn. I'll just explain how we go about 3 theta lying between minus pi by 2 less than theta less than pi by 2. Less than 3 theta less than pi by 2. Just listen. Minus 1 by root 3 less than x less than 1 by root 3 is the condition given. Therefore, minus 1 by root 3 less than tan theta less than 1 by root 3. Taking tan inverse throughout, I'll get minus pi by 6 less than theta less than pi by 6 I'll have. Multiply 3 throughout. For minus pi by 2 less than 3 theta less than pi by 2. Therefore, 3 theta lies in the principal value branch of a range of tan inverse function. Therefore, tan inverse tan 3 theta becomes 3 theta, which becomes 3 tan inverse x because of the substitution we have chosen at the beginning. Therefore, dy by dx will now become 3 by 1 plus x square. Therefore, make the correction as minus 1 by root 3 less than x less than 1 by root 3 in the problem on tan inverse x in the above recording. Thank you.